Well, we have just passed the 1 year mark of the nationwide quarantine and stay at home orders. This time last year, many were looking for a way to de stress and break through cabin fever. Artist Micah Mermiliad had the same idea, but he also decided to capture it on film.
After the first 2 weeks or so, I just started going on walks again, just as a way to get out of the house. And that kind of evolved into me noticing changes throughout my community that were happening. And I started bringing cameras with me, and it just kind of evolved into this, documenting the changes that I was noticing, good and bad, in my community.
On Thursday, Mermiliad's pieces were part of the International Arts Center Art Talk on his exhibit entitled Quarantine Walks. The event featured finger foods, as well as discussions on his collage art pieces, which showcased images from around Alabama.
This was Quarantine Walk from April 26th. So this was actually a walk through Fairhope. This is the Fairhope Pier and their fountain area. And this was one of the things, one of the more positive scenes that I captured during quarantine. And it was a happy moment for me because I'd never really been here before. So it was kind of an excuse for me to get out and discover some new areas in my community that I'd never been to.
Mermiliad's pieces also highlighted social movements that were taking place this time last year within the state.
So this was the last piece in the series. This is Quarantine Walk from May 31st. And I felt like this was kind of like the closing of the chapter for Quarantine Walks. This is a picture depicting the Black Lives Matter protest that happened in Mobile on the 31st of May. I felt like this was kind of the first moment where I felt like the spotlight wasn't completely on how everybody was in quarantine, and the social spotlight was starting to shift onto this, which this is something that I definitely want to continue to work with in the future.
Seth Feiner, TrojanVision News.